Hello.
Good morning, everyone.
Ooh, morning.
Good
Is it morning yet?
afternoon.
Hello, 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 hello. Oh man, I
It's
just realized how similar your walls are, but one has different lighting. Sorry, I just was looking at it.
no, it's fine. At least so we have all something in common. We both wear gray, you and me, Ryan.
Ah,
And Luke
nice.
and me, we have like whitish background. So
There we go.
And Ryan and I are American.
Yeah, I was gonna say we both had beards, and then I realized that's not
yeah,
happening.
No.
you both share having no humor, so you have that going for you. So it is nice as well.
Don't
Wow.
forget my plant. My new plant is right here. So give it
Ooh,
a shout out. It's looking fresh.
very
Oh
nice.
wait, is this a tiny one? I don't see it.
The tiny one's out here.
Ooh, you
It's
got
it's
Ah,
currently sunbathing. Please let it be.
you should
it.
totally show it to the chat and make them have a name. Make them name it.
All right,
So they
let
have
me
an
grab it.
attachment.
Let me grab
All right,
it.
we're grabbing it. In the meantime, we can say some hi. I think we got Azrona, Deeves, Dude Fox Live, Me55, Neon Box. Hello. Ooh, tiny play.
I would call him tiny, but that's just me. Oh, look at him, he's so cute. Is it a he? Is it a she?
It's
Is
all
it tiny? I vote for Tiny Luke.
Tiny Luke, Mini Luke. I like it.
So guys, what should we name? What should we name the plant?
Tiny
Please.
pog.
Lil Luke. I like that. Lil
Wait,
Luke. Yeah,
I
Lil
like
Luke.
little.
Lil
Little
Luke.
Luke.
Little Luke.
Little Luke.
Oh my
It's like
god.
it sounds like a bad guitar riff.
Yeah, the
Little Luke.
He's almost dead though, so hopefully little Luke will make it.
There we go.
Yeah, so it's very close to your own situation, so it's fine.
We're almost dead. Hello,
man.
Deep. I know we are sweet guys. I
Oh my
appreciate that.
We're Tiny Luke. There it goes already. Inside, he knows how it works.
Oh man.
He
That's
just
good.
joined Shadow, almost already dead. It's
I'm
that
gonna
training.
put him back outside. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he's probably got a sunbathe. It's important. Gotta keep
Yeah,
stay hydrated,
again,
chat.
like the good Luke, right? Hydro homies, bro.
Boom. See,
Drinking right there.
chat, don't forget
See,
exclamation mark hydrate. Boom.
Ryan even has the cold water right there.
Oh dude. Fresh from the fridge.
Refrigerated.
Fresh from the fridge.
This guy knows what's going. Name it Planty the potted plant from Phineas and Ferb. Is this the entire name?
Name
Planty
it.
the potted plant from Phineas and Ferb? That's long.
Yeah, but I think it fits. I think it's like an oxymoron or whatever, where you have a small plant with a long name. Maybe.
Wow.
Mm.
I like where you're going with that.
Big brain. Oh, yeah.
Um,
But all right, should we get this thing underway now that we've talked about your plants galore?
I
yeah.
don't know. I just hope you will be part of this. Like, you should actually need a second image now, a video now, live stream from your plant. I already forgot his name. Lil Luke needs his own little window here, so he can take part of this. That would be so nice.
I don't think he's ready for the spotlight just yet.
But I think he has a great mentor with you, so I'm sure
True.
like I'll give him like 2 more weeks and he's ready.
True.
He's ready.
It's true.
True. I mean, it must be that.
I mean, look at little birds. Sometimes they just need a little push and they can fly. You just have to believe in them, you know?
I really like the
Anyway.
energy Malta's got going right now. It's feeling spicy.
Well,
But
let's get into the business and choose the word of the day for the questions. If it's your first time watching, I mean, how rude of us. I'm Luke. I'm the host of this beautiful show. I'm joined by two beautiful CMs here. Ryan, who is our US CM, and
already
Malta, who waved a bit too early this time, but who is our Deutschland representative, who is based in Paris. So kind of awkward. The word of the day will not be activations. That's not funny.
I like it though.
Please stop burning us to a crisp. It's not cool.
Oh, I like GG Luke. That's a good word.
GG looks a good one.
So now we can go into the next portion of the segment, which is the what? Yes, the word of the day. So if you're not familiar with this, the word of the day is put before your question so that we can identify who is a big boss baller, and then we'll call on you for the questions. However, Please save your questions for the Q&A section. We are going to be heading soon to the news section, so please save that for the Q&A section. I already see a great name.
I have a question. I want to add
Yeah.
something.
Yes.
Because it's too high. No one sees my finger anymore. So because for all those people who have been here never before and wonder what Luke is talking about, so basically the idea of the show is that we have different sections. The first section is just Luke making jokes, which is right now. Second phase is like we try to wrap up some news, and the third phase is we answer your question, or at least we pretend to answer them, and basically just say, please talk to the support about this because we actually have no knowledge whatsoever.
Yeah.
So please save your questions to that third phase.
Exactly.
And until then, happy listening.
Exactly.
So happy.
So let's pick a quick name for the question section. So feel free to throw out random nouns, adjectives, whatever you want, names. I did like the tiny plants.
Tiny plant.
One. That was pretty good.
I think
like that.
Yeah, I think tiny plant's not bad. It's coming around for a second suggestion.
Yeah.
Tiny plant. Hawk Hunter.
I also like Hello IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again? That's a very good one as well. So
It's a little bit long. In this case.
This is a little long. I do like that emoji though that it comes with. That's a nice.
Oh, the penguin is great. Is it a penguin?
Looks like a penguin. Definitely a penguin.
It could also be a cat with hanging whiskers. I don't know.
Cross-eyed penguin, I think.
Cat? I guess, yeah.
Yeah, like has it hanging whiskers, you know, like it's a snout in the middle, and then the whiskers just hanging that low. I don't know.
So let's roll with tiny plants.
Okay, let's get the ball rolling.
Tiny plants.
All one word, all caps. Tiny plants.
It's like Tiny Tim from the dinosaurs. Whatever. Let's go.
All right. So on to the news section. So first things first. You guys want to know about activations? Very important topic. Now, if you're not aware, we have a brand new spanking forum, and guess what? All of the activation information is posted every Monday by your boy Ryan with the latest and freshest activation news. So we can kind of give you a brief recap of the week so far, but I really recommend you guys to check out the forum for the full details.
Yep.
So on to the EU. Malta, where are we at with activations for AMS and Paris? While people should still look at the forum post, can you fill them in with anything else that might be extra?
Not much, because luckily enough, Ryan is doing a very good job on the forum post. So what I can say is like, just check out the forum post. But in addition to that, not so many news this week. We've been catching up on some of the very late and extra special cases in Amsterdam and Paris that I sent us. So we will be presumably resuming our normal activations starting next week. And for people who are waiting for their activations in Gravelines, which is our data center for Ultra and Infinite, we will do that when there's space. So very irregularly. Is that a word in English?
Yep.
Yes.
I hope so.
Very good. Nice shot in the dark.
Yep. Very true.
You know me.
So yeah, it's pretty simple for Europe side. Thank you, Malta, for that quick recap. Again, forum is your friend. Ryan, anything to talk about on the US side?
Yeah, really just, similar to that and more recapping what's already been shared in the activation updates with a little note about this week. So at the beginning of the week, we had stated that for SV2, we are on track actually activating early. Right now, we had a previous delay, but now we're currently working to have the latest activation being on June 15th, which will confirm, or as of today, so with people that ordered on June 15th for California data center should be relatively activated, or if not now, like next week. And we'll have more details again on next week's update. But then for New York, Chicago, and Texas, unfortunately for anyone that ordered before May 26th, we're going to have a delay. We had promised end of June for those users, and we're going to be sending an email out, I believe by the end of, well, we said end of week, but that should be coming out tomorrow morning. So the key thing there is that with these updates, as we get closer to having more exact linear things. The reality is we were hopeful that we were going to be able to activate at a faster frequency during this period of time. Obviously, we're not, and we're working very quickly with a new updated timeline. I know you're doing the thing, Malta.
No, I was just checking my Twitch Prime load at the same time, and I was really interested in that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah. So we're working to have that. All the impacted users will receive an email by tomorrow morning, and we're sorry. But again, we're working to speed things back up as quickly as we can.
Thank you, Ryan. I hope you guys caught all that.
Blah, blah, blah,
I hope
blah,
you
blah,
wrote it down and are gonna make a report about it.
It's to be fair, it's tough. It's a lot of information that are very dry. So
Yeah. No, but feedback taken. Talk slower.
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, that's why we have the forum. That's why
slower.
We have the forum for a reason, is to avoid our poor Ryan to have to speed through that stuff.
Yeah.
So the forum is there.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
And be made fun of by people like me who should totally not do that because they're not better.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, yeah. And for the specific questions, I'll just say for activation that are popping up right now, thank you for them, but we're gonna hold them for the Q&A section after the rest of the news. But they're good questions, and we're looking forward to answering them.
Yes.
Yep.
So, Malta, have you checked out that new iOS app?
Whoa.
No, Apple TV.
Whoa. Actually, Apple TV, no, but I checked some of the details on the WWC 20. And because I'm an iOS user myself, so I had to see if there's anything fresh for my homies. And actually, there was some quite interesting stuff. I did not get everything, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I heard there might be some cool news coming to all those people who want to play on anything Apple, which is starting at Apple TV, going over iOS, going through the iPadOS stuff, and if we're very brave, maybe for WatchOS.
Ooh, you're going very far with that.
I'm actually kidding here, and I hope people don't quote me on that. But as Luke is already eating a bunch of shorts, why not a second pair?
But that'd be your pair to eat, actually, I think.
Yeah, but to be honest, like there was some very interesting stuff, and especially we're already going in a good direction with Apple TV. So keyboard, mouse, you name it, PlayStation controller.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Better be ready.
I think display management, the display management feature is also available now.
Yep.
So yeah, so if you want to check, if you're an iOS user, an Apple user, we just released our newest beta version of an Apple TV app. It now has a lot of cool new features and updates that you can check out, which includes, like Malta mentioned, PS4 controller compatibility, mouse and keyboard support, which is the biggest one, I'd say, and then display management feature, which is pretty nifty too. But on a bigger note, we did watch the WWDC conference that Apple put together on Monday, and their iOS dev has a lot of pretty cool information to say, and thinks that what Apple announced could really vault Shadow's iOS app to the next level.
Oh, it's like vaulting, like VAULT, right? Not like vault.
Yeah.
No. Like no.
So we're actually planning on releasing a blog post about this and kind of talking about how the iOS app will change thanks to these new announcements by Apple. And we're hoping maybe to have the iOS developer on Shadow News next week to talk about it.
True. It's true.
Yeah.
Question. Is this a rumor?
So there's a rumor going around town. So we're going to try to get him on next week so you guys can ask him questions about the iOS app, about his vision for the iOS app, where we're going with it, and how it's going to really change the whole experience on iOS for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, super excited about that. And I will just say that from my side of things, I know in the US Discord, I've seen a lot of chatter on that day when Apple is doing their announcements. So hoping to see a lot of people turn out for that because we're excited to get him in there. And I know his brain's been spinning all around all this new information. So it'll be really excited to see what he has to say and share with you all.
And
Yeah,
and to be fair, right? Since sadly the US still has not so much or almost no access to our beautiful Shadow Ghost, things like Apple TV can be very very handy, right? It can be very cool to use. So I'm very happy we're actually pushing for that to give more people a good version or a good way of even playing with something smaller on a TV, but still having the full power of an entire PC. So I think that's very cool.
Yeah, and he was even telling me that the next generation of the Apple TV that's supposed to come out in September, with the functionalities that they have announced within the Apple TV, it could almost mimic and emulate a Shadow Ghost to that capacity. So there's a lot of really cool things happening on the iOS side. So could
That's
be
pretty cool.
really cool news. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think he said it should be able to decode in 4K. The next Apple TV.
Okay. Wow.
Things are happening, folks.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it.
It's
I love
crazy
it.
if you think back like 1 year ago, right? There was actually not even controller support for Xbox or PlayStation on those Apple devices at all, right?
Yeah, they had like Nimbus, right? It was the Nimbus. What was there's a term that they used that you had to have some kind of compatible controller. I forget what it was.
You're right. Works on iOS or something?
Yeah.
iOS certified? I forgot.
There's like some acronym or something that
Yeah, I remember.
I forget what it was.
And now it's gone. Like you can almost use every controller. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Even me, I can use my iPhone to play now. So MFI, there you go. Cut off sex node.
There you go. MFI.
Thanks, Kat.
Pew.
So that's a little product update for you guys. Another cool team update is that we've been joined by 2 interns, one on the UK side, one on the French side, and we are hoping to get them on the show very soon. Actually, the French intern Loic was so excited to be on Shadow News that he actually joined today thinking he was on. And well, there was an awkward silence when we arrived. Like, Loic, what are you doing here?
It's true.
Time to shine yet.
Yes. No, yes, he's very excited to meet you all, as well as nervous, I'm sure, but really more brought a lot of energy, surprisingly, for this morning. So we're hoping to bring him on here in Greta, so that you all can meet him face to face as much as we can in the current moment. But yeah.
I just want to say, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but it's not Ryan who's the new UK intern.
Listen here,
it's me. It's me.
Mister,
I'm the UK intern.
You're the UK intern? I knew it the whole time. Oh man. But yeah, should be fun to have them on. We'll have to, I think, situate them because we got the exciting iOS stuff too. So it's gonna be a lot of fun streams in the coming weeks, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll have to see how we fit those people in. But definitely a lot of cool stuff coming. Malta, do you want to remind people about what is this Pimp My Shadow business?
I have no idea. As far as I know, it's just a flare on Reddit. Bah. I don't know if Ryan knows more about this, but this is where my Latin ends, as we say in German.
What is the Pimp My Shadow? From what I've heard, it's a couple of different things. It's one, a great way to show off your creations, whether they're shadow themed or made on shadow or gaming related. That's also a great way to showcase your setup or just an artistic creation, like we had the recent Shadow Island that was shared in the newsletter. So
true.
It is a hashtag. Cool. Yeah, it's a hashtag on Reddit, or the flare on Reddit, but you can also use it as a hashtag on Twitter, social media on Instagram, like anywhere that you want to post about it. Easy for us to find it. But really, we just want to
TikTok.
Just no TikTok for Malta. But
I'm afraid of that.
Yes, but the other part is and particularly when we shared it this week, we did have that very cool feature where it was someone that had done, I think it was like a water painting, right, of the Shadow Island, which has been on Reddit. So we just love seeing the creativity of the community and wanted to make sure that you all were aware of it. I think if we do Pimp My Shadow, there you go. It's an easy, quick link. Oh, just the link. I put
what else would it have been?
I think it was a small description.
Nice. No, it's fine like that. People know where to click. That's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just hover and they don't know what is a URL, which is not.
Mm-hmm. True.
Nice.
Nice.
So that is for Pimp Le Shadow.
I heard there might also come some new wallpapers on a beautiful link soon. So
Really? I don't know.
Ooh.
I have a very interesting member on my Discord who just pimped out like a bunch of mobile wallpapers even, and they're very cool. Again,
Okay.
not wanting to spoiler here, but they're very cool.
Got it.
And they're very fresh for our hot times at the moment.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
If you'll see them, maybe you'll catch my drift.
So it's
Alright,
gonna be winter themed or what?
Sorry?
It's going to be winter themed.
I did not say chili, Luke, okay?
Mhm.
I said fresh.
Fresh is chili.
No, chili is more like there's snowflakes and stuff. Fresh is more like why should I explain that to a US? I don't even know how your degree system works. I tried to explain me how it works. I was like, so you're telling me 100 is hot?
Yeah. No, that's
and
great.
what is 90 then? And what is 95?
It's like cool.
What is 98?
It's like all right,
And what is 20?
98 is like 42.
42.
Anyways, let's get on track here. The next topic is the Shadow Ghost. For all you people who pre-ordered it in Europe, I have one sentence to tell you: the Eagles have landed.
I'm so glad my notes.
This is like the most European you could have said about this, I think.
The Liberty Eagle has landed. So what I mean by that is that you should have received by now your Shadow Ghost, and that's about it.
Yep.
Nice.
And just to touch it, we're still out of stock with no ETA exactly for the US, but it's still top of mind. Still something we're hoping to have news on as the world sort of opens up a little bit more.
Yeah, kind of.
Yes.
Kind of. Not our side.
So that does it for the news segment of Shadow News. So if Ryan, you'll do the honors and switch us over to the Q&A section.
Yeah.
The drum rolls. We really need this soundboard. Come on, we need the soundboard.
Wait, my buttons, they don't click.
You can now drop your questions in with a tiny plant indication.
Oh yeah, it was tiny plant. See, my mind is like a, how do you say? When like, I don't know, like a passoire,
yes, like a noodle thing.
All right, I think I got
like a
it
noodle
solved.
thing. I'm happy you don't remember the word in English as well.
Yeah.
The strainer. Damn it.
The streamer?
Strainer.
Yeah. Okay. That's my brain, like a strainer.
Well, who wants to answer Deve's question?
Deves?
Sorry?
Deve's hashtag tiny plant.
Hashtag tiny plant. Any news on Ultra Infinite? Is the development in time? Can announce a safe month or date? And are the activation going in waves? I'm going to go with you're a US user then, because I think most of the Ultra Infinite has been shared for Europe, right? So for us, we're still working we're very close to sharing more details. We don't have them yet, obviously, but it's top of mind for me particularly. But those will be coming soon. Again, we're still on track for summer, right? With a limited launch that we'll have again more details on. But admittedly, nothing right at this moment. But it's a good question to be asking, and we appreciate you, keeping up on it because we know a lot of you are excited for Ultra and Infinite, and so we're working to get that info into your hands.
And I have a nice question from a dark entity, which could be considered a shadow, by the way. He's asking, where was I? Will Shadow come to the Nintendo Switch? And my only answer to that is the probability of this to happen is very, 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 very low. Just because Nintendo itself has very interesting policy when it comes to opening their systems to anything. So the likeliness of this to happen is very close to zero.
Yeah.
There is, however, some things people are already doing that I don't want to share here, but I'm sure you can find out ways to make Shadow work on the Switch. But I cannot share it because someone is just holding a knife in my back.
Yeah, I would recommend you check Reddit about that.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of different interesting things that the community is able to accomplish on Reddit and
Yeah.
Discord. That is for sure, as well as the forum.
True.
Yeah. Where there? I don't see that many tiny plants.
I know. I'm sad. I like the name too. It's a great name of the day. And why is it hashtag tiny plant? What is this? It's
I
just
know. There's a trend now.
It's going viral.
I'm trying to understand what Hiccups is saying. He's asking about people not being activated on Ultra and Infinite who ordered in October 2019. So I'm not sure. I guess it's a European user. So yeah, according to the lack of information, I think the problem is that not much changed up until now. Like the information we gave out like a few weeks back are still the same. They still apply, which is something I always also share on the Shadow News here live every week. Is that late summer is still what we're aiming for. So sadly, I have no more news than that, except Luke has a bit different or even better source than me.
Do I?
That's my question.
Well, I don't. We have the same source, I think.
Yeah.
But the point is that as of now, we're on track. So we have nothing to announce. And if we have something to announce, we're going to announce it in a way that everyone knows at once. And we're not going to answer someone's question on a Shadow News randomly and say, actually, we're delayed, or actually, we're ahead of time. That would not happen. So you can believe that when we do communicate about it, it's going to be big, it's going to be large, there's going to be fireworks, and it's not going to be answering someone's question on Shadow News. I'm sorry.
We should do it like Oprah. You get activated. You get activated. Oh, you get activated. Yeah. That'd be nice.
We would need definitely a soundboard for that. That's for sure.
Or we need an actual studio with audience for that. That would be great.
True.
I'll look beneath your chairs.
The Shadow Ultra.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway.
All that. I was just gonna answer a question, which was any chance of getting a Raspberry Pi 4 support from the Electro Phoenix? From my understanding, at least on a limited level, I think you need at least Linux 20.4 or as well as some other technical challenges for it. Right now, I don't think we have any timeline for Linux 20.4 or supporting the Raspberry Pi specifically. I think I can say it's something that intellectually we had looked at into and sort of explored because it's an exciting idea, but as with many things, it's a matter of prioritization for our development team on terms of where we focus on, and so nothing at this time.
I can only underline this, but we have quite some very, how do you say, very good. Good is not the word that I'm looking for, but very
savvy,
clever people, very Linux savvy people in our community who will gladly try to help you out, trying to make Shadow run on any not yet fully supported Linux distribution, or even a Raspberry Pi that might have a Linux installed on it.
Yeah.
Try to talk to them. They're very friendly. I talked to them once. They was very friendly.
They were very friendly?
Can confirm. They were very friendly.
It's good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. They also like penguins, by the way. I don't know where the fetish with the penguins comes from, but I can appreciate a big penguin fan when I see one.
You know,
like the Ice King.
I learned a fact about penguins that I can't share on this news, but it has to do.
Yeah.
It has to do with their daily biological routine and how they make sure that there's not a poop mound where they live.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I heard some of them are having a very good bowel movements, very strong bowel movements.
Yeah, we heard the same fact then.
Nice. Yeah, I like that fact.
Like a little rocket. Pew! All right, next question. Luke doesn't know, but it's better that way. Chad, have you ever
completely out of the picture? Oh, penguins again. Nice. Welcome to Shadow News, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. There was Hashtag Tiny Plan. I ordered my boost on June 14th for the Chicago data center. Is my shadow still set to activate sometime in July? Could it possibly roll over in August for activation? Great question. The answer is it's still on track. So I understand, when you see, wait a minute, this group before me is delayed. Does that not mean that I'm delayed? No, it's not so clear cut. Currently, it's just that specific or based on that expectation that we'd promised and wanted to meet in terms of our delivery, that we were not able to, and so in advance. But we have projections that we'll be able to still be on track and get back on track very quickly. We just have to address this current delay. So.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Woohoo!
I don't see any tiny plants anymore.
Yeah.
I just remembered you can just circumvent it by putting an emoji of a tiny plant, right? Basically.
I think so. Yeah, the emoji does help. There's another
It's
question.
a sapling, right?
Where'd the question go? Spazzy said he has one. I don't see it. Oh, any plans for Chrome OS mouse support or Chromecast support? Anyone want to answer this one?
I would love to, but I have no information.
I'm pretty sure there's no plans for that.
Yep. I will say no. Currently, no plans. Oh my gosh. Currently, there's only, I think you can on some Chromebooks that have access to the Android app, you can play it through there. However, there's limited like functionality, like you have to use a wired controller in order for games and things like that. Something that is, I would put similar to the Raspberry Pi, the less I think I don't know, it's more a matter of prioritization among many other things. But it's not off the radar, like the devs are aware of it. They just have a lot of different things on their plate that they have to decide from.
And just be honest, right? There's so many operating systems and adaptations of a certain operating system. Like, it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's a lot of them.
A big welcome to Dog Dude 1231. His first shadow stream ever.
Oh, welcome.
May you live long and prosper, friend.
I hope to see you around, Dog Dude.
I almost did this. Is what they do in Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
It's like Star Trek, I think, no?
Sorry?
Isn't that Star Trek?
Star Trek? Yeah. I think he said live long and prosper. Did I get it wrong?
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, this is Star Wars, right? I try to create a war at the moment.
Oh my god. I'm not a part of this.
See, I try to create conversation.
Yeah.
It's working.
Isn't it?
I think it is. We'll see if they start getting angry because you called it Star Wars.
Dark Energy has another question. Quick.
Oh yeah,
how can we stream? How can the Stream controller work with desktop clients? Wow, Luke, this is totally your question.
Is it?
It is. I can see it.
How are the Stream's desktop clients working?
No, the Steam controller. How do you make it work on the desktop client, Luke?
I don't know that one.
Me neither. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I thought they were already supported.
I don't know.
They're not.
There's always been an issue, some kind of issue with the Steam controllers that people have been surfacing. So I couldn't tell you guys.
I'm surprised people still use it. Are people actually liking those controllers? I heard some people say they're so nice to use for very weird games like playing Civilization on a TD or something, but why?
Oh.
Well, I mean, a Dark Entity loves the controller. So.
Yeah. Boom. We got one.
Right.
Found one.
I'm sorry. Live long and prosper, friend.
Oh.
I said they have no information, but I actually thought that it was already supported.
Yeah. No, I thought it was as well.
John Loves Food already made a comment here. So see, he already has an idea. Apparently, you only have to open Shadow in the big picture mode, and you're good to go. So, thanks, John Loves Food.
Cool. Guess what?
I'm guessing.
Dog Dude is the person who drew the laser island and shared it on Reddit.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Dog Dude. We even shared it in our last newsletter. I hope you get those.
Yeah, I think you did. I think you said something.
Really?
Unsubscribe.
Also, thank you for liking my Shadow Laser Island drawing. It's in the chat.
Thanks for making it.
Yeah, no, really. We loved it all. It's oh yeah, I guess not on the newsletter.
Newsletter?
Newsletter?
Wait,
Yeah,
that's a newsletter.
it's worth reading. I swear.
Yeah. Like where we just read stuff about Shadow and try to make you guys look cool.
Mostly, yeah, mostly that. But I think I saw
Well-
one other question real quick that was just about additional storage, which is that we don't have any for the data centers that are out. We don't have any updates on timelines yet, currently.
Sadly,
Right?
no.
Yes.
But we know it's still a very high priority topic for our community. Believe us, we hear, we actually can hear what you write. This is how pressing it is.
That's true.
So, Ryan, do you know when the Shadow Ghosts will come back in the U.S. or when they come back to us? I'm not sure if it's saying the U.S. or just us.
A little bit of
Yes.
column A and B there, I think. But for when it will come back to the U.S., if it is the U.S., which is that we don't currently have a time. We don't currently have a timeline. A big hold on that was originally because our manufacturing was handled through China. That was back in February and everything in March. But still currently with the status of manufacturing and shipping, we don't have a timeline for you for when they'll be returning. So hoping to get those details in you, very similar to a lot of different things. We know there's people excited about it to get their hands on the device because it's amazing.
We
But
should totally make a movie about this. The return of the Shadow Ghost.
the Return of the Shadow Ghost. I like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it could be a 9-part series, or
Right? Like a Star Trek kind of thing.
This guy. Ow. Oh
Okay,
man.
next.
Okay.
Dog Dude's happy that we put his drawing in the newsletter. You're
Yeah.
welcome, Dog Dude, and that will be $15, please. I take PayPal. Uh-huh.
You don't even have PayPal account. Stop lying, Luke.
I do.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
You only have PayPal shares or something.
Can
When I
you-
look at you.
Can you use GeForce Experience of Shadow? I don't know. I'm sure what that means. Maybe within Shadow.
I
Maybe.
think we actually don't recommend using it.
But you can use it. I think you can use it.
You can
Yes.
definitely use it, but I think the reason why we don't recommend using it because they sometimes might activate options that are not very beneficial for the use of Shadow, and just might not do anything. Like how's this thing called that you like the G Sync, for example? It doesn't work with Shadow, and if they activate it, it doesn't do anything but cost you frames or something. So just a very blunt example of my uber knowledge on technology.
Very nice.
Thank you for that.
Follow me on Twitter to not receive any information.
So we do have 15 minutes left of questions. I love your guys' questions. I'm not hating on it, but I do want to remind you guys that you can ask us literally any question you want.
Yep.
Anything you want about us working at Shadow, about our thoughts on cloud gaming, about I don't know, like what do we like to eat for breakfast? So
okay, here's a question, Luke, for you.
Yeah.
Why do you not say this at the beginning of the stream? Because I'm always happy when you say that at the end. I'm like, why didn't you say that earlier? That would make the same stream so much more interesting to listen to.
Well, okay. Next time I will make this this disclaimer, this small piece of news before the Q&A.
Yeah.
It's like Tiny Plant, Luke. What is your favorite pie?
Oh, that's a good one.
I think I stole this question. I don't see from who. Yeah, from a dark entity.
So what is favorite pie? You guys go ahead.
Cutie pie. Next.
I love that.
Favorite pie? I think I'm gonna go with apple. Just a classic.
Yeah.
Like it's a solid pie.
I'd say definitely a good pie. You can't.
I hope it's a soft pie.
A la mode is really good. Or I mean, pumpkin pie. You can't go wrong with pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie is really good.
What is a pumpkin pie? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's an American treat.
Oh, you never?
Sweet?
They don't have that elsewhere. I didn't know that was an American specific thing.
Pumpkin pie? I thought this was like a name that moms give to their kids when they're like bawling out when they're 6 or something. It's like, oh, my little pumpkin pie.
They have pumpkin spice lattes.
They have
Ooh,
what?
it's true. We do have pump. Oh yeah, there's a whole fad with the flavor of pumpkin spice, my dear friend.
Yeah.
Oh my
Um,
lord.
yeah, and really, the pumpkin spice latte is what crowns it all.
It's
True.
like there's an entire universe of pumpkin things that I've never noticed until now.
Yep. It's basically the
it's
last 3 to 4 years in like food marketing during October. Just everything becomes pumpkin. Even your cereals can be pumpkin spice flavored, Malta.
Why? I mean, I understand that you can do it, doesn't mean you should, right?
We don't believe that over here, okay?
All right, you got me there.
The Electro Phoenix has a very good comment. Malta needs to go to the US. He needs to see this.
Okay, fun fact, I've already been to the US, but I was very young.
Mhm.
Yes, that doesn't count.
Okay, guess what? All right, here's a quiz. Guess what state I've been to. Okay, that's not enough hints, maybe.
He's guessing.
Next hint. Back in the day when I was visiting, as I remember correctly, it had the biggest mall of the world in the state. At least
Yeah.
that's what my dad told me, so I have to
Yeah.
believe him.
I think it's a good hint. It's a good hint. They should know this.
I think Cat got it right.
The Americans, at least. Yep.
I think Cat got it right.
Wow, cat is too fast.
He probably just Googled it. That's why.
Probably.
Don't give him credit yet.
Yeah.
All right.
I was in the Twin Cities, bros. What's up?
Yeah.
Yes, Mall of America. Exactly. I think that was where you went. That's where you went to, right? Mall of America.
Yeah, it was insane. Come on, I was 6 years old. I was blown away. They had an entire park, like an amusement park in the mall, and it was Snoopy leading the charge. Come on, Snoopy. Does anyone still know Snoopy this day? Like, it's crazy.
Wait,
Yeah,
who-
it's like this little dog with the nose and the ears.
I thought that was the little yellow Pokemon that went with that guy Ash. Is that Snoopy?
No, you're confusing that with Digimon. You mean Gamomon or some shit?
Got it. Okay, yeah. I don't know why I thought that
like
was Snoopy.
Gatomon, probably.
Yeah. Sorry
Oh,
about
wow.
that.
Wait, I gotta show you something. I just found it the other day. Speaking of which, look, maybe some guys will remember this. It's like history lesson with Malte right now. Does anyone remember what this is?
Malta, you're dating yourself, sir.
It's a Takamachi.
A Tamagotchi? What are you talking about, Luke?
It's a
No,
Tamagotchi.
this is not Tamagotchi. Come on, guys, don't embarrass yourself. I'll have to make more shitty jokes about the Star Wars and Star Trek. So just for the reference, this is a Tamagotchi, right, guys?
Okay.
This is
You have a
Tamagotchi,
second one?
right? This is Tamagotchi, right? And this is not a Tamagotchi. Oh, come on. John Don loves food. He's the winner of the day. He can definitely decide on his own what's going to be our word of the day next stream.
All right, perfect.
I applaud you, sir. May you live longer and more prosperous than the rest of the guys here.
Yeah. Yep. GG's John. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna address real quick before we have for the questions about activation that have been saying, like, you say all the questions, but what about activation? What we're trying to say is we give you almost, if not all, of the information that we have in the weekly updates now. Before that didn't exist, and so we would primarily provide it here during the Twitch streams. Now we have that, so the best thing that we can really do is just speak to that here. So it's not that we can't do it, it's just that for the overall conversation, we've provided that resource, and so we're encouraging you to go check it out there. And then obviously, if there's details like, hey, like, well, what about the delay things? We've said as well on the activation update, as well as here, that those users will be getting a email by the end of the week. So just trying to explain the whole nature of the questioning of it. We do appreciate all the excitement about everyone that does want to get their hands on their shadow for the first time. But just know it's not that we're not hearing, we're just directing you to the best resource that's readily available each Monday. Yay.
Okay, that was a very important question from John Loves Food, but I have to check if it was his name. Favorite Digimon? Easily Patamon.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I don't know if this is the German name for it and this is the English one, but I don't mind. It's Patamon, all right? And there was this little, how's it called? This bug guy who has electroshocks. He was also pretty cool.
Electroshock? What?
come on, Ryan, you're too young. And Luke, stop
Apparently.
playing Halo.
He's like, Master Chief? I know that guy. I know him.
You mean a grunt? I know a grunt.
Yeah, what?
I did see there was Sanshi Cop 19
Mhm.
just got activated yesterday and is loving it. So Sanshi Cop,
Nice.
thank you for coming by to say hello and to praise us for our God's work.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
Yes, welcome
Nice.
to the fun.
Good for him, huh? Good for
yeah.
her. Good for him.
Ooh,
Please
there's-
don't assume his or her gender.
I'm
Asura
sorry.
46. You don't know.
I'm still new to this.
Yep. Oh, in Portland.
There was another
Oh.
question that was from can you win?
Yeah.
Ryan, please.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a question for me. Got it. Will you soon have extra features on Android Shadow, like USB over IP? I don't think. I'm trying to remember. I don't think we have any current plans for USB over IP. I know the latest major update was the advanced display management. I think among some other things, but no specific timeline on that for the Android. But thank you for the good question.
I'm just dropping the activation hint a couple of times in chat today to
Yep.
make sure that people who have questions about activation, please follow the link.
Yep.
Yes.
And again, the people impacted by the delay will be receiving an email by the end of the week, tomorrow morning, with more details. So about like their updated timeline.
So guys, please take the time, ask Ryan everything about the tiger in the background, because I have no knowledge about why it's there, what it's doing there, and why it's wearing a shadow hat. Please use the time.
Can't hide it.
Good try.
Good try.
Nice try.
Fifth Element is a great movie, by the way. I saw a dog dude said, "What's our favorite movie?"
Oh god, I'm not watching any of that. Movies are like,
You don't watch movies? You're crazy.
nah.
That
I'm
makes
more
you
like a
crazy.
real life kind of person, you know. I don't like to be sitting in front of a screen for longer than an hour and a half. I have to go out, you know, do some things.
Got it. That's fair.
Right?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. Where can I buy a shadow hat? A tiny plant. Well, if you actually do merch store, you'll find out that we have a merch store, and currently, last I checked, the hats are out of stock.
Wow, that's a rude one.
But that is where they are normally. So
Okay, that's a place where you could find them if you would have been fast enough in the past.
Yeah.
Ooh, where was that?
Maybe Luke can send you his.
I need my hats for the sun. Very sensitive.
Yeah, for some reason Luke has very sensitive skin when it comes to sun.
I'm very pale.
Yeah. And here I thought Florida made you like less, how do you say, sensitive to sunlight, but
Apparently not.
well,
Oh,
True.
I missed it.
Nice. The Electro Phoenix got it.
He
The
has got
tiny
it.
plant is taking care of that part of his life.
Thank you for tiny plants.
To address the follow up, yeah, no, I can check it with the devs on it. I think about USB over IP support on Android. So I just appreciate you bringing the question to our attention, and yeah, hopefully we'll have an update for you soon. That update may be that we still don't have a timeline, but easy enough to check in on it. And yeah, appreciate you bringing it up.
All right, guys. Well, I think we can wrap it up there.
Mop it up.
Wrap it up, mop it up, clean it up.
Boop, boop, boop.
If you got parting words for our fine community, any motivational words?
Malta, you got anything? I can just say things out loud. Okay. Well, I'll just say next stream we'll have one next week, same time, 10 a.m. Pacific. What is that? 7 p.m., 8 p.m. your time? 7 p.m. Like CEST.
Yeah.
But then in general, just particularly selfishly because I know a lot of the US folks are waiting on activation. Just thank you all for your patience, everyone that has been running into these issues or maybe waiting on storage. The world still is very much, I would put, in flux, and a lot of things are still very new to people in terms of how to handle all of this as we try to handle this project we have on. But we just really appreciate the time and patience that you demonstrate waiting for your shadows or for updates to come to fix features and so on. So thank you.
And Stavlor, we will see about Akimi next week, but we might have a special edition Shadow News with our iOS developer. But we will try to see if we can wrangle that boy and bring him in. Yes, I am the Plant Whisperer. It's going to be out soon on in your local Blockbuster.
On Blockbuster. Oh wait, there was a store, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I always forget that.
It's a brick and mortar.
Oh my God.
So I will give you guys an update on my plant next week. I'm hoping Tiny Luke will be okay during the heat wave. So everyone pray for him and his family.
I think he hopes that too. Sincerely.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
man.
thoughts are with him.
And don't forget about the big boy up here, the big beefy boy.
Does he have a name?
No, he's nameless.
It's Big Plant. It's Big Luke and Tiny Luke. No, Little Luke. I'm sorry. I still call it Tiny Luke.
Little Luke?
Little Luke.
Got it.
All right. Well, thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, everyone.
It was a pleasure.
As usual, stay safe.
Stay safe out there.
Yep.
And we will see you on the next one.
All right.
Next time. Tune in.
Bye-bye.